morning children. Today we are going to see class 7 CBSE science. So let me give you an introduction about the lesson. What will happen when you stand a long time in sun? What would happen? Okay, your body will get heat. Okay, what would happen when we keep your hands on near the fire? We will feel heat. Okay, so this lesson is about heat. Okay, let us step into the topic. See, let us see sun here. Okay, so sun is here and earth is here. Okay, without sun, what will happen to our earth? We cannot feel heat energy in our earth. Sun is the main energy which gives us heat energy, solar energy. Okay, without sun, you just imagine what would happen. The earth will be that much cool, very cool. We don't get any kind of energy. With the sun only, we are getting heat energy for our earth, and this solar energy is very important for our survival. Okay, only this amount of energy, the globe is having only this amount of energy from the solar energy from the sun. Okay, but that is enough for our survival. And let us see other modes of energies. Heat energy here, electric energy. So fire also gives us heat energy. This current also gives us electrical energy. And what are the objectives of the lesson we are going to see today? Okay, we are going to identify hot, cold and warm borders. We are going to define heat of transfer of energy. We are going to differentiate between heat and temperature. We are going to explain about clinical and laboratory thermometer. So, let us step into the topic, and first we are going to see is hot and cold objects. Okay, what are the sources of heat? First one, we get solar. This is the solar panel, and of course you have came to know about the solar energy we are getting from the sun, and this is the solar panel. That is enough for the whole family to utilize the solar energy. And second one is fire. Fire is giving us also heat energy. And second, current. Okay, power, electricity is giving us heat energy. And here the same thing, mechanical energy is also giving us to provide heat energy. These are the sources of heat. And let me explain one experiment how we get heat from the sun. Take a aluminium foil and we are going to keep it in the sun for a while. The heat energy will be absorbed in the aluminium foil. See, the heat energy is being absorbed in the aluminium foil. And next, we are going to keep this aluminium foil inside the house. Okay, if the heat energy will be reduced and this aluminium foil will get cooled. Okay, so two types of things are here. This aluminium foil which is kept in the sun gets hot, and the aluminium foil which is inside the room gets cold. So there are two types of things, hot and cold. See, we can see about some other energies also. Here electrical energy. The flight is moving because of the fuel we are going to put it in the flight. Not only flight, car, every vehicle has to be given fuel to move. See here, he is using a microwave oven, and here computer. For everything we need electrical energy. And heat energy, just imagine we are rubbing our hands, or do it yourself. Okay, just rub your hands for some time. What will happen? You can feel the heat in your hand. Okay, so we ourselves can produce heat energy. So this boy is rubbing his hands and he can feel the heat energy inside his palm. Okay, can you understand? So heat energy is produced in his hand and he can feel the heat in his palm. In earlier days, how the old Stone Age people get fire, they rubbed a stone together, and there is a spark in the stone, and they invented the fire. Okay, so this is what the old Stone Age people made fire. So these are the mode of making the fire, electrical energy, heat energy, etc. See, there are two persons here. One is having ice cream and another is having hot tea. Okay, this is cold, this is an hot. Okay, if we eat ice cream, we will feel the chillness in our mouth. If we have tea, we will have the heat in our tongue. Okay, so we can differentiate the hot body and cold body. Okay. Let us see, when heat energy flow from our body flows out rapidly and more, we feel very cold. Okay, so if we are feeling cold, if we have a cup of coffee, that heat energy will be will go inside our body and make our body to feel heat. Okay, heat energy. Okay, so the heat from our body flows rapidly. Okay, rapidly means very fastly. We can feel the heat energy. See here, as soon as we drink the hot tea, the heat energy will make our body to feel heat. If we have an ice on your hand, we will feel the chill feel in our hand. Okay, so both of them are different types of temperature which we can feel in our body. And see here, what are the sources of heat? So this is a type of moving the fuel is going to used to make the vehicle to move, and finally we have seen the flow of heat energy in this session. And next, when the heat energy flow from outside to our body is rapid and more, we feel hot. Okay, same. We can feel the heat energy in our body when we have taken anything hot inside, or we can feel the chillness in our body when we have taken anything cold. Okay. Okay, now we have to see about direction of heat flow. How the heat flows. Okay, let us consider a bowl of cold water and hot milk. Okay, there is a tumbler of hot milk. If we keep this hot milk inside this bowl of cold water, what would happen? The heat of the milk will be transferred to the bowl of cold water. So, direction of the flow of heat is from hot to cold. Okay, not the cold thing is transferred to the hot thing, but the temperature of the hot body is transferred to the cold body. So, direction of the flow of heat is from hot to cold. Can you understand this? Okay, the hot heat of the milk has been converted to the chillness of bowl which is in full of ice water. Okay, so cold to hot, hot to cold. Okay, the heat of the water is being transferred to the cold. Temperature. Okay, from this we can identify what the temperature is. Temperature is the measure of hotness or coldness of a body. What is temperature? Temperature is the measure of hotness, measurement of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay. So here the milk is hot, the water is cold. Okay, we can make this water to make it heat, and we can refrigerate the milk and make it a chill milk. Okay. a hot body is at a higher temperature than a cold body. Okay, maybe the temperature of the hot body is 100 degrees Celsius and maybe the temperature of the cold body is minus 5 degrees Celsius or below 5 degrees Celsius. So the temperature of the hot body is more than that the temperature of the cold body. See, these are the difference between temperature, heat and temperature. What is heat and what is temperature? Heat is a form of energy. Temperature is a measure of heat energy level. Heat energy raises the temperature of the body. Okay, if we rub the palm, the normal temperature of the palm is increased. Temperature decides the direction of flow of heat. Heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to the body at a lower temperature. So there is a difference between what is heat and what is temperature. Heat is measured in joules and temperature is measured in Celsius or Kelvin. Okay, this is the difference between heat and temperature. Can you understand? There are 3 points and this is the difference between heat energy and temperature. Heat is a form of energy. Temperature is a measure of heat energy level. Heat energy raises the temperature of the body. Temperature decides the direction of flow of heat. Heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to the body at a lower temperature. Heat is measured in joules and temperature is measured in Celsius or Kelvin. Okay, next. We have how we are going to measure the temperature. So for that we are using clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer is otherwise called as doctor's thermometer. Temperature is measured by a device called thermometer. Here I will show, see, when you are having fever, the doctor will put a thermometer inside your mouth and the temperature will be measured using the thermometer. So this is a thermometer. See, this is the thermometer that measures our body temperature and it is also called as clinical thermometer or doctor's thermometer. See, this is the thermometer and there are readings inside the thermometer. It is a glass tube. The thermometer is made up of a glass tube and this is the bulb here and there is a mercury inside the bulb and there is a thin line inside the thermometer which determines where the temperature is being measured. Okay, see here, a clinical thermometer reads the temperature from 95 degree Fahrenheit to 107 degree Fahrenheit. See here the readings are here and we can measure the temperature of the body using this clinical thermometer. When the mercury level increases, by increasing the mercury level determines the temperature of the body. Okay, can you understand? See here. So if the person here is being checked with the thermometer and what his temperature of his body will be notified in this thermometer. Okay, the normal temperature of the human body is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, can you understand? This is the thermometer, clinical thermometer, and what are the precautions to be taken before using the thermometer? It should be properly sanitized. It should be kept in antiseptic solution before and after the use. It should be sanitized because we have to put the thermometer in the patient's mouth. So it should be sanitized properly. Thermometer should be washed before and after use, preferably with an antiseptic lotion. Okay. Next one. Next what we are going to do is ensure the mercury level is below 95 degree Fahrenheit because it should not be above because it will show the wrong calculation, wrong value. So we have to make the temperature to be below 95 degree Fahrenheit. And next one, read the thermometer keeping the level of the mercury along the side. We have to keep it along our eyesight. It should not be down or it should not be up. We have to keep it near our eyesight. Okay. Do not hold the thermometer by the bulb while reading it. It should not be touching the bulb. We should not touch the bulb while using the thermometer. Okay. Next one is, first we have seen about clinical thermometer or doctor's thermometer. Now we are going to see about laboratory thermometer. This laboratory thermometer is used in the lab, chemical lab, physical, whatever it is. Okay. It is used in the laboratories. Okay. And the laboratory thermometer is used for measuring the temperature inside the any science laboratory. Okay, see here in the science laboratories, this laboratory thermometer is used. Its temperature is between minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, but in the clinical thermometer it varies. Okay, but in the laboratory thermometer its value is between minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. See here, it's minus 10 degrees Celsius and the higher value is 110 degrees Celsius because the variations will be in the laboratory. Okay. And next one, reading the temperature from the laboratory temperature. While just imagine that we are heating heating water in a lab. Okay, this is the Bunsen burner and we are going to heat the solution. It is taken in a beaker and water is there. So we are going to heat the thing, and while heating we can find out whether the temperature is 100 degrees Celsius or 110 degrees Celsius. We can find out the temperature of the boiling water. And next we are going to see about other sources of heat. What are the other sources of heat? Wood. By using wood we can make fire. And next one is gas stove. You all know that LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. It gives us fire and we can make use of this. And next one is induction stove. Likewise, okay, we are going to make using the heat energy. See here. And next one is, this is mechanical energy and we are going to produce energy from this. See, we can make the boiling water and we can measure the temperature of the boiling water using the thermometer, I mean laboratory thermometer. See, the temperature is above 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is the difference between the clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. And next one we are going to see 100 degrees Celsius and above 100 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius up to 110 degrees Celsius, the laboratory thermometers readings are there. Okay, so the final thing we are going to see about is what we have learnt in this lesson. We can understand what is cold, warm and hot, how the heat flows from hot to cold. The temperature is the measure of heat. What is temperature and how the temperature determines the measure of heat. A hot body is at higher temperature than the cool body. Thermometer is used to measure the degree of heat in the body. Clinical thermometer is used to measure our body temperature. The range of temperature is 95 degrees Celsius to 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit. For the other purposes, we use laboratory thermometers. The range of laboratory thermometer is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Clinical thermometer 95 degrees Fahrenheit to 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is the normal temperature of our body is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. These are the things which we have learned in this lesson, heat. Okay, so far I have given you some details about what is heat and hope you understand this. Thank you.